I'm going to get paint now. I'm just going to talk like Aunt Daisy. I'll talk to your camera for hours if you want. It will be something until it dries.
Yeah.
It won't be. It's almost existentialist at the moment.
When you are painting, can you see anything at all?
No, I remember the forms. You know, the written forms are easiest to conceptualize. So I like to paint with simple forms. You know, squares and triangles and blocks and things like that.
Artist, pianist, harpist, folk singer, history buff, writer and psychology student. That's the talented Mara Kelland.
And I like to do things like this, like write lettering over the top. It's coded, it says attitude.
I like it.
We've always encouraged Mara to, to try all sorts of different things, and we knew it would be messy, but, we helped her along with the paints.
And I go, for God's sakes, Mara, what do you want to paint for? You can't see. And then I'll go off to the hardware and bring her home, some sort of thing that she can use, paint or paint pens or different bits and pieces. Then she makes a mess.
21-year-old Mara Kelland was born at just 25 weeks.
I can see an A.
As a tiny baby in the neonatal unit, Mara was given oxygen to survive. Ironically, this may have caused the complex eye condition called retinopathy of prematurity, or ROP, and Mara's blindness.
So when I was a child, I could see colours, and if you wrote really big, really high contrast, like black on white, I could see it.
At 14, Mara lost her sight completely.
I see now. I'm really surprised about how much I remember from when I was a kid. Now, God's honest, there are blind people who paint, and while I think about it, this is an interesting fact. Sorry, I'm rambling all over the place.
No, it's all
but
good.
but Monet was vision impaired, and that's why his pictures are so blurry. It's because he couldn't see properly.
Mara's work is very tactile. She literally feels her way around the canvas.
When you're painting, in your head, can you see what you're painting? I mean,
Yeah.
how do you...
I think this is the form I want, this is the colour I want.
And then you try and
And
project
then
that
I
onto the
project
canvas?
it onto the canvas. That's all that happens.
How do you know it's on the palette?
I try to remember what order. So I put them in a certain place, and I say, okay, this is cobalt blue, this is green, this is orange, this is vermilion. So I label all the tubes. This isn't the tube I want, but I'm picking it up anyway.
So it's got braille on
It's
there?
got braille on it. At least it did. Yes, it does. It has braille on it.
See this?
So that's umber.
Mara might be blind, but she knew exactly where her camera was.
I think I was expecting something planned and methodical, but with Mara, painting is all about passion.
I like the fact that you can keep it. It's music. It's there for 5 minutes and it's gone. With a picture, it's there for ever.
Mara is proof that once you set your mind to something, nothing is impossible. It's just convincing everyone else. Sometimes that's a little difficult.
E, 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 F.
She has her grandma Faye to thank for tapping into her musical talent.
F, G, C, F, E, D, C.
Well, she helped me when I started to play the piano. I call her up and I say, come over, help me learn this song. Give me the words to this church hymn. I need to. She goes, why do you want that? I need to learn them because I like it.
Mara and Faye come across more like friends than grandmother and granddaughter. But when it comes to music, it's definitely master and apprentice.
Contain yourself for just one run through, please. Please. I beg you.
You contain yourself, I beg you.
I beg you to.
Oh, up yours.
I know you love to be critical. Alright, we'll stop fighting.
At what stage did you realise that she had some talent?
Oh, right from word go. Yes. She tried to do singing for a while, but the singing wasn't as good as what her music ability was and is today. She'll have a go at anything. As you can see with background things around here. Playing the harp, she plays the harp very nice. And it's still wrong, Mara.
I know.
Another of her many talents is tarot card reading. Mara's dad only had this warning for me.
Friends of mine have never come back. Too close to the truth.
So you are feeling very creative right now. You are feeling, you're like, if I talked about manic depression, you're you're on a high.
Right.
Creative high. That's encouraging.
How's money while I think about it?
Oh, wouldn't say no to more.
There's gonna be more money, but
That's what I like to hear.
there's...
Big Wednesday.
For the record, I did win 5th Division Lotto since meeting Mara. All
creativity.
$71 of it.
So Mara, run me through how you actually read the cards if you can't see them.
Put braille on them. It took 5 hours to do all this. My mother read me the book. We stuck braille on the card.
It looks like a lot of information. I mean, all I'm reading is the moon, but there's a lot of braille here.
There is a lot of braille. There is more. So essentially, there is more than the moon. I wrote down things like the colours and the symbols and what the symbols mean.
So Mara, do you think being blind actually makes you more insightful?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, really. I think it makes it a bit more interesting for people because I can't see what they look like. So I am purely going on intuition. Word is to the kitchen's gone.
What are your plans for the future? Where do you see yourself going?
Oh, God knows. I'm probably one of these people who's going to have a zillion career changes. I might be a psychologist one day. If I go on to do postgrad, I might be a librarian. I might be a historian. I might be a writer. I might be able to make money as a musician. I might be able to make money as a painter. I don't know. We'll just see what happens, really.
Whatever she chooses to do, I'm sure Mara will stamp her passion for life on it.
Well, it's about life. The same as art is about life. The same as the tarot cards are about life. The same as everything I do really is about life.
That painting should have dried by now.
We've got the finished product, Mara.
We have a kind of cool effect. A
What are your
painting with
thoughts?
attitude. We've got a painting with attitude.
Well, for me, it reminds me a lot of you, Mara. It's got a lot of colour. It's definitely bold. And yeah, it's got a lot of attitude.